Good morning, welcome church. My name's Tim. I just want to share with you this morning my experiences of doubting God. On the 3rd of September last year, I was rushed into the QA hospital where I sadly had suffered a heart attack. Now, whilst in hospital, when I was feeling low, vulnerable and very, very frightened, I called out to God, needed God more than anything else I've ever needed before. I couldn't feel him, and I was wondering why I couldn't feel God. He promised me that he would never leave me. He promised me he'd never forsake me. So why isn't he close to me? Why didn't I feel that when I was in hospital? If you look at scripture, one of the scriptures which I always tell other people is, never will I leave you and never will I forsake you. However, I didn't apply it to myself, because God was there with me all the time, and it was only my lack of faith that made me feel the love of God. So if you ever suffer and feel that God is not with you, you have to remember his promises are that he's always with you. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. For God's ways are not our ways, and God's thoughts are not our thoughts. And for me, that is massive, that God doesn't think like me. Wow, or God doesn't do the things the way that I would do them. Also, one of the things that I learned, what was so important with my time in hospital, is to remember, after you've prayed, be still and know that I am God. Because God never leaves you. You can leave God, but God will never leave you. And it's so important that we understand the truth. We don't listen to the enemy. We always listen to the facts. We always listen to the truth. Jesus will never leave you. He will never forsake you, regardless of what any circumstances you're in.